There we go, bro. What's happening, boy?
What's happening?
Man, hey, bro, it's been so long, man. I remember us up on the van.
Hey, for real though, bro. Hey, that band got some stories, huh?
Yeah, yeah. But before we proceed, man, I want you to actually introduce yourself to the people who do not know who Emon Baker is, brother.
He is I, and I am him.
I heard
uh,
that.
so I'm just a country boy from born and raised in Gainesville, and you know,
Mhm.
the person on the journey trying to find his culture and find his people, and just trying to do something with what I've been blessed with, you know, and just giving all thanks and glory to the Father in heaven. I
Yeah,
just keep it cool. I don't feel like I'm nobody special, but I feel like I've been put here for a reason. So
right.
that's who I am.
That's one of the realest things. And backtracking, I'm about to actually ask you a question about something because I'm pulling it up right now from my phone back. So I see you put stay patient and trust your journey.
Hmm.
So what's the story behind your journey besides what you started off in the beginning, man? Like what was it like a smooth transition, or what obstacles did Emon Baker go through to get to where he's at right now?
Just the internal war of, like, I guess, not knowing who I truly was, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and from coming from a divorced home, a divorced family,
Yeah.
uh, and just all the things that life and all the cards that I've been dealt, you know. Um, I guess most of it is really just stuff that I had to go back to, like, my childhood and, like, remember some certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I realized that I didn't realize till I came out here was about like that, like, self love and, like, really understanding yourself and having emotional
Yeah.
intelligence, and, like, when
Yes.
mind, even though I didn't understand it at the time, when my mind tried to grasp it, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? It made me realize how I didn't really know who I was, even though I thought I did. I didn't.
That's
You
real.
know? So it just made me go back and search within myself, and unblock all the things that I try to block out, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I guess they do you in therapy, but it's kind of cool because that's where dogs play a big role in my life, and I think that's where I've been blessed with, is because and I made a post about it not too long ago about
Yeah,
I
tell
was
me about them dogs, man. I seen you doing that, and I was like,
yeah,
bro, on that dog whisper tip right now, like, what's going on?
I'm a dog myself, bro.
Right on, right on.
But nah, man, it's I was talking about on that post where I was gonna get a therapist, but I chose to get a trainer dog instead. And
Smart.
man, it's so true because you know how it was back in the day. We was raised up in a church home, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So even though it wasn't, you know, picture perfect, we still got the love and the word, which is what you really need,
The support, right?
Yeah, for yeah, that foundation. And so I started growing on that, and honing in on that type of stuff. So it's just a big collection of stuff, man. It's hard to really point it down, but
Right.
just life and its experiences in itself, really.
So how long you been doing the dog thing now?
Bro, I've been training dogs for years, bro. I guess you would say professionally ever
Yeah.
since 2018, 2017, 2018. That's when everything started to blow up for me, bro. That's when I met Brantley Gilbert and I trained his dog. That's when I went on tour with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's where my life really, where I really started expanding my territory in my mind.
Ah, man. So you pretty much made your mind up, man, to get to where you trying to go. You just couldn't ignore, who you were inside. Cause I mean, I've had
Yeah.
times where I try to be like, I try to suppress like who I am, and I'll be like, you know what? Like, why am I doing this? Like, this is me. Let me go ahead and embrace it because you gotta have balance. It gotta be a yin and a yang, man. It gotta be darkness and light. Because without both, we wouldn't have what we have. You know what I mean?
Neither one of this, exactly.
That's crazy. Because I
But
think you had like a Doberman too.
yeah, it was two Doberman, man. Nick and Ruby, bro. I never forget. A brother and a sister, same litter. And man, they were giants, man. I'm talking about, like,
German,
purebred.
right?
Huh?
Were they German Dobermans?
Yeah, they were German, bro. They was legit.
They
Bro,
huge.
beast. like huge, like baby horses, little ponies type stuff, bro. And so that actually didn't last too long because they so smart, bro. And I trained them. I told them it's gonna take me at least 4 weeks. She wanted both of them to be trained on the heel on both sides of her, and she wanted off leash obedience. And I told her, all right, for both of them, usually within 2 weeks, I can get a dog to do that. Sometimes a week, just depending on my schedule and the dog and yada yada yada. But I knew with both of them right off the back, I'm like 2 weeks with both of them, I'll have them both off leash command good.
Yes.
And then like I don't want no leash or no what you call it, electric collar or yada. I was like, miss, I don't do nothing. And I was like, oh, she was like, okay. So she came back the first week. After the first week with my clients, I always give them an update, but that includes like coming in person and them like kind of rekindling with their dogs, because folks really love their dogs, and it's kind of like taking their kids away from them for a week, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I give them a period to where they can come back and kind of reunite, but it's like they still in school, so keep everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you pretty much had order with it to where you conditioned them to still be in that mind frame, regardless if their owner is present or not. That's what they're paying you for. So, what are some of the services that you offer? Do you offer like protection and things like that?
Yeah, it goes all across the board. It goes from personal protection. I've worked with explosive dogs. I've worked with military canines, police canines, all that stuff. Bite work, decoy work.
Wow.
Human searching. Everything, bro. We can do tracking, all of that.
Yeah, so are you still doing that on the side? Because I know you currently been fighting everything too as well, and we're gonna get to talking about that in a few too. But are you still currently training dogs, or are you still like actually accepting services right now?
Yeah, I'm still accepting services, but I'm keeping it very minimum. No more than 2, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes even just 1. But especially have a fight coming up. Like for this fight that I just had, where I won the belt, I started training a dog and a buddy of mine, and I didn't get to. I only had a good week and a half or something like that with him. But it came closer to fight time. You know what I'm saying? I had to bubble down. So
focus.
So it just, like I said, it just depends on what I got going on.
Yes, man, bro. See, I would never expect you to get into something like that with the animals, man, because you don't see too many of our people doing that. That's a very big market because I know, especially down in Georgia, where we from, people love their dogs. Pretty much it's a worldwide thing, but I know you seen that opportunity when you moved out there in California. You was like, damn, man, like everybody got dogs like kids, so.
Facts. And not only some of them better than kids, bro. These dogs be out here balling, bro. I'm like, they living better than most humans, bro, on the real.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
how they spoiled, bro. They love their dogs out here, man. But I'm with it, man. Dogs are awesome, man. I love dogs.
What's the most difficult thing before we move on from the dog training? What's one of the most difficult things you had to deal with when it comes down to training these canines?
I would have to say the owners.
Yeah.
So going back to that Doberman story, I had them for a week, and when she went back for that initial visit, she wanted to take them home because she was upset that they were responding to me and not to her. She was like, they love you and they don't love me anymore. And, she was just very emotional and whatnot. But, I didn't fight it. I was like, you know what, I understand. And even though I was really excited about the project, I had to let it go.
Yeah.
But that's probably the hardest thing is like the owners, because it ain't the dog that's the problem, it's the people. Dogs know. Dogs know, bro. Dogs know.
They just like you said, they just like children, man. They listen. Some of them play stupid, like they don't understand nothing.
Right? That's real, bro. They so smart, bro, and they so smart. I tell you, bro, it's crazy. It blows my mind. My last dog that I had, man, he would make me mad because he was so smart, bro. He knew everybody's schedule. He knew this, that, and the other, bro. He would do little sneaky stuff and get by with it because and I would catch him because I find a crumb or two or something down the line. Man. But I would just be like, boy, you too smart. I can't do that with you.
I used to own a German Shepherd. My dad got me one when I was a kid, man. And I'm talking about, like you said, that was one of the smartest dogs I had. I had a dude, he was picking on his ears and he flicked them. This one, he was like at 7 months. Man, my cousin was walking him. I was too big to walk him. Emon. Tell me why this dog done jumped up got a pinch of his shirt like this and ripped it down the middle. Dude bounced back like that. Eyes, he ran back. He said, "Yo, what the world?" And he ran. And I'm talking about, I was going crazy. I said, y'all ain't gonna never forget this. I wouldn't even underestimate the intelligence of a K9, man, because they damn near close to AI technology. You know what I mean? It's a whole nother thing.
And the thing I probably say I love most about him, bro, is just the loyalty, bro. No matter
Yes.
what, you get a dog, bro, and it's that unconditional love. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you had a bad day. It don't matter if you hit them or you know what I'm saying, or it don't matter if it don't matter, bro. What happened? What happened to them? To you? You come home, it's gonna be a happy ass dog, happy to see you. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just loving that loyalty that I like.
See, I missed that, man. And, you kind of could tell just growing up as a kid, like you said, having an animal, man, I realized it over the years, like that's one of the biggest loyalties, so next to like having a kid and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a son, by the way, too, right?
Yep, King.
That's what's up, man. How old is he, bro?
He turned 2 back in November.
Man, congrats on that, man. He looks just like you, bro.
Boy, and he be doing some stuff, bro. And I talked to my mom. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this kid? And she like, son, that's payback.
Bro, you're jumping over the seat, boy. You're choking people.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. You see these bags under my eyes, bro. I think he tired me out more than fighting, dude, bro.
Oh man. They're a handful. I got a niece and nephew back home, and I seen my youngest one, and he's huge, man. I don't know how my sister do it, bro. I
For
don't know
real,
how
bro.
to do it, man.
Sometimes I be trying more than he do.
Yeah.
For real, bro. It be tough, dog.
Oh, that is so crazy, man. So let me ask you this about fighting, bro. Like how did your mom feel about it when you first got into this profession, like with MMA? What was everybody's response to it? Did you have the support that you needed? Were some people on the fence about it? Like, how was it?
The only person that supported me was my mama.
Or,
My mom and my sister,
mm-hmm.
truly supported me. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't until moments like this weekend to where, well, there are newer people that I didn't know back then that supports me genuinely, of course. But, ever since then, there's been, other people that I haven't talked to, like, oh, I'm proud of you, or, this, that, and the third, and trying to talk like everything cool when, they left me in the dust or
Ain't
whatever.
that
But
something? Yeah.
it's funny how that worked out, bro.
Look, man, you made me think about that when you said it about, what I mean, how things was just spiraling out of control back home. And I remember reaching out to people before I even moved, just telling them like, hey, like this is some stuff that I've learned or what I've been doing. I'm sharing this knowledge and things that you can do to actually, help you further progress in life, right? And some
Yeah.
take it in and some don't. And man, I know if I'd have had a chance to find you like that, bro, when I had already moved, man, I'd have reached out to you because I'm gonna have a book for you, my curriculum that I dropped last time, The Guide to Your Happiness, and that's you cool, man. And that's pretty much something that you can use like as a journal in a way, but for you to just pretty much knock out the goals and kind of just challenge yourself, over time. So
Okay. I'm with that. Hell yeah. I love books, man. I just ordered a few books, man. I can't wait to get to them. Actually,
what's your favorite books you got right now?
I actually want to share them with you.
Yeah, share
So
them with me.
of course, number one is the Bible, man.
For sure.
I just ordered this one right here. It's not the actual Bible, but it come in this cool ass little box.
Nah, that packaging is hard.
It don't want to cooperate right now, but it's a leather Bible, man, and it's cool because it break it down, and like each book of the Bible, it give you like a little bio of what that chapter is about. So it's not like you just reading straight scripture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It helps with understanding. This is another one, Emotional Intelligence.
Who was that by?
This is by Travis Bradberry and Gene Greaves.
I'm about to check that out, bro. I never heard of that one. I'm gonna definitely check that one out.
That one's solid, bro. I got so many, bro. This is another one. I actually just got this one. I think more of our people should look, bro.
What's that one about? The Black Fatigue. That seems something very mental, man.
Yeah, man. So it's basically talking. Hold on. It's another book that I got. It's called
Yeah, because I know right now I've been reading Nobody's Here to Save Us, one of the books that I read, and then I read another one. I think I read like a Wall Street book, man, and it was crazy, but it's just showing you basically how cutthroat the world is as a whole, not just America, and how America was, as we know, was built off of, greed and violence and things of that nature, but just showing you how to kind of balance that out to where you can implement it, but not in a physically harming way, but mentally think like that, man, be a little bit more militant. Because I think a lot of brothers out here are not that militant, especially when it comes down to self-defense, man. And that's one of the biggest things. I remember taking Taekwondo growing up, man. And it's funny that you're doing this because I seen some of the moves you were doing. I was like, damn, they did this stuff in Taekwondo, but now you got mixed martial arts. It's so huge now. You got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Man, you got all kind of different techniques and wrestling things that can just, man, you can take somebody down quick, man, and just end everything and not have to waste your time or break a sweat, bro.
Exactly. So true, bro. That's so true. But I want you to put me on to those books for real. You was asking what that Black Fatigue was about. This is the reason I got the book Black Fatigue. It's called The Unapologetic Guide to Black Mental Health. And it's just basically talking about different stuff. This is by Dr. Rita Walker. But she just keep it real, bro. And it opens up our mind to, you know what I'm saying, accepting certain stuff about, not only what we've been through, but, what we accept of ourselves and what we say about ourselves,
I like that.
So, and taking accountability for it too,
Yeah.
This is another great book, The Power of Now. Man, that's amazing. And then the last two I'm gonna show you for now is How to Do the Work. Right. And so this is actually the reason that I bought this book.
You got some gems over there, man.
This one right here, I'm actually just ended on this one because this is enough by itself. But yeah, man, I got a whole little closet, man. I love to have some more.
You got a whole catalog, and I feel like when I got so used to actual reading, man, I kind of got more into reading. I want to say like during college time, right? I didn't too much care about it, but what caught my attention about myself was I ended up learning a lot about cannabis. As a lot of people know, I learned stuff as far as how hemp is derived, how actually CBD is made, CBN, THC, the whole nine, and now how they're just spreading different stuff. But we're gonna talk about that on the back end. It's a lot of knowledge that I learned over the years, bro. Some things that I taught myself while I was up here. But I feel like it's very important for you to actually be self-aware, like you said, have self-awareness, man. Have emotional intelligence, like you mentioned earlier, and also just being willing to self-improve, because you already answered the question. I ain't even got to ask you the question about what is self-improvement, because you just broke that down in the beginning of our conversation as far as speaking on your journey and what it took for you to get to where you at right now. Like, how do you feel right now that you're the lightweight champion in your division?
Honestly, it don't feel no different, man. I feel like the belt and the title, holding that title, is honestly just a testament to myself. Everything in life is a test, and that's a part of why martial arts, because I feel like each fight is a test to see where I'm at, because in a fight, bro, in true combat, there's playing martial arts, and then there's actually fighting martial arts. You know what I'm saying? You have to control your emotions, you have to control your thoughts, and you have to slow down in a moment when everything around you is chaotic and rushing, and you have to breathe, and there's so much that goes into it. So I feel like every fight is a test to see where I'm at mentally, because there's always something different and something that you're not expecting or unfamiliar with.
That's deep. That's deep. What so let me ask you this, like, when did you make your mind like, yo, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to follow through and do?
About a year and a half, 2 years ago, somewhere around in that range. I got into some trouble out here. I got caught up on a gun charge out here. And after I got out and got off of probation, man, it was just preliminary probation, wasn't nothing serious, but still having that on your shoulders still ain't cool,
Yeah, right.
So it was just one of those things that I could always go back to. Martial arts was always there for me, no matter if I, just like the dog we talked about, that's why I feel like I'm a dog in there, because no matter every time I go back, I feel good. I feel at home. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So, and it's always been available. It's always been faithful to me. So now it's my turn to be faithful back.
Man, God is good, bro. Let me ask you this: what advice would you have for any upcoming martial artists that want to, actually jump into MMA? Like, what is some advice or some tips that you would give them in terms of what has worked for you currently?
I spoke about this briefly on an interview that I did with the promotion that I fight with up next.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking about having your identity outside of martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
Just, and that even goes back to the personal growth topic,
Yeah.
and just having your identity, and stepping out of your comfort zone. There's plenty of things that you're gonna have to, do,
Right.
that ain't really be comfortable, or that wouldn't be ideal. Some people gonna get to a jujitsu class and they gonna feel, even though you can do drills and be light the first day, your joints and your bones and everything still gonna be hurting. Like,
Yeah.
martial arts is not an easy sport. It takes a very serious, tough mentality. You can't pity patty around with it. It's something that you have to, go full on into it. If not, I mean, you could be mediocre at it, but then that speaks for the rest of your life because you're mediocre. But if you don't want to be mediocre at it, then you have to, put everything into it. And you don't even have to do it as a profession. You can just put that,
It could be
use
something
it.
to keep your health up or something like that, or just to keep you active.
Heck yeah.
But it's teaching
But
you that lifelong skill, like you said, like you know how to defend yourself no matter where you at, and you're comfortable with who you are. You know what I'm saying? In here,
yeah, that's real.
that's
So
deep, man.
the main thing is, like I said, bro, just trusting yourself, man. Because just like everything else in life, it can be scary.
Yeah,
Uh, just don't take it too serious and relax and have fun. That type of stuff.
I like how you put that, man. I ended up. I was telling one of my cousins one day. He was talking about trying to ride a little dirt bike like we used to back then when we were younger, right? Be off in the woods, down south, having a good time. I said, I learned my lesson not to speed on wet grass. It took my dad to tell me, don't go up to 50 miles per hour. Caught myself turning around the curve, thought I was going to do something. Yeah. Turquoise went this way, the bike went that way. Bro, like that. I was saying, man.
Bro,
Hey, look, one cousin that came outside, they said, hey.
I can see that.
Bro, they were like, you speeding, right? So I told you, man, I learned right there to still have fun with it, man, but to respect that, just like how we respect the laws of nature and things like that. And that's huge
Exactly.
that you broke that down, man, because that's how I see it. Like back in the day, where I used to hear stories about secret societies and stuff like that, and what people think that they are now. They are, but it's to an extent to where they had these societies where people were making a difference out in the community. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And folks just don't be understanding that.
Bro, because it's definitely bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? Just like, that's why I say, the belt and the title, it is what it is. But it's much more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's much more than me. I'm that type of person where it's hard for me to celebrate my victories. And
Yeah,
it took my coaches and my mom and certain people to tell me to enjoy this moment. And but you know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person that even though I do it for me, you know what I'm saying, I really do it for everybody around me, because who I consider to be my family. You know. So it's like that type of thing. But it was a couple of things I meant to say earlier when you was going back to the topic of anybody interested in martial arts. I think that's pretty cool and pretty bold, because you're stepping out of your comfort zone. If you never tried that,
yeah,
uh, you know, but it's pretty cool. You just got to be bold and brave about it.
I like that.
Uh, I
That's,
hear
that's true.
I was in the other day, and it's a pretty well known gym,
Mm-hmm.
Black House, and one of the guys was asking for help. I had a feeling he knew what to do, but he was asking one of the less experienced guys. He was like, "Hey, can you teach me, bro? Show me what to do here." And he was like acting like he couldn't get out or whatnot. And then the kid goes, "Oh, but you know more than I do, yada yada yada," and just kind of being like nonchalant and laid back. I'm like, "Nah, bro, like have confidence in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even
No,
if you don't doing,
try.
step up, figure it out, and try. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just not give yourself a chance, and don't just not, try. You know?
That's so real, bro. Like, I've been into shooting for a long time, man, since I was 8, right? So, this February coming up, I'm gonna start taking like tactical type classes. You know what I mean? Different
You're
scenarios.
gonna have to come out to Vegas with me, bro. I shoot a
I'm
lot out there.
with it. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it, man. Cause I was looking at the gun laws, so I got that USCAA. that we have like online on the phone. Let me see. I'm gonna show it to you. So got it now. So this is app right here, USCAA. And what you do, you don't got to log in or nothing like that. You can click on the bottom where it says continuous guest, and it breaks down like when the gun laws and stuff like that are changing and everything. Because I notice that every year stuff is changing. And I'm kind of like, okay, I need to know what's going on. But it's funny to me because I see a lot of people that's out here carrying guns like we know, and they don't really know the law like that, but they're just quick to shoot. So you got to be mindful. And I'm thankful I've only had to at least pull my junk out twice. Never had to really shoot it like that, but just because different things was going on that I wasn't even trying to be involved in. And that go back to, like you said, just really being mindful of the people that you're around, man, because they can affect your whole life, man, within a couple of seconds, bro.
That's another big part of personal growth, man.
Yes.
You know, finding your tribe, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you can't really find your tribe or find your people. You can't do nothing until you find yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I read one of my homegirls from one of the gyms that I train up here in Woodland Hills. Yeah. She said, post said, fall in love with yourself first, or you know what I'm saying, or basically about putting yourself first and putting your priorities and stuff first, man. And you know what I'm saying, that hit home to me, man. It was so real, you know, because you can't do nothing else, you know, until you take care of you know?
I agree, bro, because I realized over the years, man, it was like I was telling my lady, bro, I was telling her, I was like, you know, I would have never got into something committed or nothing like that if I wasn't committed to myself. And I think a lot of guys misinterpret that. And it's cool if you want to do your own thing. Like, I don't knock people for that because we all done been there, we currently it up. But I was like, at the end of the day, man, like, we have to display that leadership within ourselves, man, because ain't no way in hell you can be able to either guide a woman, let alone a kid or a family at that. So I commend you, bro. I commend you. Like, I done seen your growth. So I kind of figured when I seen stuff bubbling for you, I was like, man, bro, gonna start having folks hit them up randomly. People come out the woodwork. What's going on, bro? It's been a minute, and it's just like you see it, but it's just like, yo, I'm way out, so I can't really entertain that, man.
And it's so funny you say that, bro, because I once was a kid who chased that acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid who chased that attention. You know what I'm saying? But like now that stuff don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's one of people's biggest problems. You know, tying it back into personal growth. You know, a lot of people feel stuck or in this rut because they ain't pursuing themselves. You know what I'm saying? They chasing money, success. You know, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? They chasing that. And they ain't chasing themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they not putting themselves first. So I feel like that's crucial, bro. That's the first step.
That's well put, man. That's well put. So let me ask you this while we got 4 more minutes left. What is something that you want to leave with the audience and also your audience as well, for some of these listeners to, you know, I mean, actually live off of or kind of just make them think? You know, what's some advice you want to leave with the people, man, before we close up?
My first answer to everything is always pray, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it don't matter what or who, you know, you believe in, you know, just believe in something higher, greater than yourself, something positive, something good, you know what I'm saying? Something that gives you light, you know, and hope, you know what I'm saying? Something wholesome. And just pray, man, because the answer is within you, you know. Everybody might not have the same, you know, spiritual beliefs or whatnot, and that's cool, but you know what I'm saying? We don't have to, you know, just find what works for you and work it. And I guarantee you all of us going to end up working together, you know? Yeah. So just find what works for you and, you know, pray about it.
You see, this just happened just now, man. I just figured I was like, man, I figured, man, bro got a story. Everybody got a story, man. But I feel like people can actually take some sort of value off of what you're giving them and them actually seeing the person that's putting in work, man. So again, where can the people find you at?
That's what I do it for, bro. I'm on the gram, you know. I'm on Godspeed 16 on the gram. You know, I cut off my Facebook a long time ago. I also cut off my Instagram too, but I rekindled that a couple years ago, right when around the time I started taking it serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know, just keep doing you, bro. I'm glad to see you, bro. You're doing good, bro.
Bro, a full grown man, boy. Y'all don't even know. They don't even know.
Long way, bro. We done long way, bro.
Hey, like, you know, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Church bus, bro. From the church bus to here, bro. Yeah.
Hey, but hey, look, we're gonna end up talking more about that soon.
Yo, hey, bro, we got to catch up for real, bro.
Man, yeah, we do, bro. We do, man. Like, I really do appreciate you taking the time out, man, out of your schedule, bro, to really do this. You know what I mean? And it's definitely a pleasure, bro. It don't even feel like you've been gone, bro. It don't even feel like it's been a decade or two, honestly.
Hey, for real, bro. Hey, it's crazy, bro. It's time don't wait on no man, dog.
Boy, what? Hey, I done seen some people, boy. I was like, yo, you still doing the same thing? Nah, I'm good. Hey, turkey on, boy.
Yep, gotta turn it up. For sure, bro. For sure, I'm proud of you, man. Like I said, bro, I'm good to talk to you, man.
Appreciate you.
It feels good. Like you said, being out here by myself, man, it really bring that home feeling back to me, bro. So I appreciate that. Saying we're gonna have to link.
Same here, you know what I'm saying? We might, you know what I'm saying, this coast to coast as far as I'm concerned, bro. So it ain't nothing, man. We definitely gonna get up, bro, on the back end, man. Definitely keep in touch and chop it up, man. So I got your mouth. You got my mouth, man, and it's all good, man. This is another exclusive episode with QuisyloSpeaks podcast, man, with Emon Baker, the lightweight champion, getting it, boy. Hey, that man dangerous, boy.
Promoting Stop the Bad Meds. If you guys didn't see what that the fight was about, it's about people out here selling drugs with fentanyl and stuff like that, and people who's purchasing it really not knowledgeable of what's actually in those drugs. You know what I'm saying? So the main slogan that they have is verify before you buy. That's actually a website, verifybeforeyoubuy.com. Look up Next Fighting on Instagram, and you'll find a link to the Bad Meds promotion.
Man, y'all heard that, man. And again, this is QuisyloSpeaks podcast. We are out, and I'm gonna hit you up on the back end, brother. Appreciate you again, man. Stay
yes,
up.
Sir.
Peace.